Let's talk about pause for a second.
Yeah.
Now, that's a wonderful title of a show for a gay person to have, first of all. Now, I'm from New York. Let's talk about the origins of pause. Right? Let's do the official internet pause deep dive of where it starts from. Right? Now, I feel like it had to start in the jails. It had to start in the jails because, in jail culture, you can't be gay.
Right.
If you're a dude. Like, you can't. It's like you can't even eat popsicles and bananas and shit like that.
Right.
Like, and the jail culture, just like the sagging of the pants and certain other things we got from jail, it comes into the street cultures because you start to have hustlers uptown saying pause. When Dame Dash and them was kids, the people they was looking up to, it was like, nah, pause. Anything that sounded remotely could be homosexual or whatever. Right. And there was a time when Dipset was running New York. They was running the mixtapes. They was running the radio. And so all the DJs in the tri-state area, I remember, or every single DJ, and y'all know who y'all are, all these New York tri-state area DJs, y'all was on the radio, pause, for like a good 2-3 years. Kanye, that's why Kanye had the bar, we don't play pause in Chicago. Because he was living in New York at the time, and it was pause, because I think they was following the lead of like what was going on in Harlem, right? That, I think, to me is the story.
The backstory of pause. Yeah, I just thought it was funny to call my show that. I was like, this would be funny.
Yo, we was my business partner Donna. We was watching one of your interviews. I think it was the Ebro interview, and somebody said pause, and she was like, "Yo, did they just? People still say pause? They said pause." I'm like, "Well, no, they was
talking about
the show, which is brilliant.
Yeah.
It's brilliant because it makes it like, yo, it's so brilliant that you name your show that."
We were in the writers' room and we was like throwing names. I don't remember all of them. And then I want to say Jack said pause. And I was like, dang, that's funny.
Jack Knight?
Yeah. And
Rest
I
in
was
peace,
like,
man.
Rest in peace to Jack.
Yeah.
And I was like, dang, that's funny. And I was like, you think they going to let me do that? And then he was like, they're not going to know what it is. And I was like, you're right. They're not even going to know what it is.
Right. But it's an Easter egg. It's an Easter egg for those who know.
You have to know.
Yeah.
When I seen it, I was like, she pulled off a marvelous
Right. Because if you're homophobic and you see this show,
right,
the first thing in your head is going to be like, pause. Listen, I'm a straight man in America. Which means that I'm indoctrinated and raised to be homophobic. It's something that I have to unlearn. You know what I'm saying? Right. Just like any person who's a member of any oppressor group.
Just like racism.
Just like racism, just like sexism, anything. You have an episode called Eyed Wise Butt. All right? You have an episode called... Now, I had to do some unlearning to even get through this episode. For real. I'm just going to be honest because this was the most dicks I've ever seen in one place at one time. I'm not a jock.
Pause.
I don't feel...
Pause.
It's the name of her show. Is what we're saying. Right?
You talking about naked basketball?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking. You know what I'm talking about. I literally had to pause it. I had to pause.
Not just
collect myself, and then confront my bias.
Bro, imagine being there, bro. We're just pitching silly stuff. So we're building the episode, and like, I'm like, I do want to talk about this intersectionality of blackness and homosexuality.
The nigga sectionality.
Yeah, the nigga sectionality right. And like what this actually is. And we were just trying to we were like, how does this all culminate? Like, what happens? And it was like, maybe a naked basketball game. And then we just started riffing on what that would be and what that could look like.
See, but comedy-wise, I'm right there with you immediately. That sounds funny as fuck.
But it's all just in the ether, right? And then you go to HBO and no one stops me. And this is the part of the problem. Is at no point does anyone go like, hey, no. They just go like, Sam wants to do a naked basketball game.
They did all the pimp shows and shit back in the day.
We'll figure out a naked basketball game. And then I get there the day of, and again, me and Jack and Zach Fox, we walk in, and it's just a bunch of naked niggas. And we look at each other, and we walk out, and we like, yo, we didn't even really think about that. Like, these niggas is naked. Like, what are we actually doing, dog?
Completely naked.
What we done started. Look at what we done started. This the people party. When opportunity knock it, then young nigga move that door. Whoa, get your foot stuck, get it, call me young, go get it. They can't fuck with it, might as well roll with it. What's the word?